It's been an extraordinary process working on this show. Every day coming to work, as much as like the rehearsals are long, it's a really truly honor working on this project because there is so much passion and fire and belief. I would like to ask the lovely Mr. Kushner to come out and introduce the first section of the piece. Thank you.
Just for a little bit of background, the play the musical thing takes place in Lake Charles, Louisiana in 1963. Just to set it up for you a little bit, it's at the end of a working day, and two women are waiting for a bus.
I'm wearing white hose, my knees ain't on display. I wears a white dress, they like their maids that way. Don't want them dressed for play. I put all that away, and once it was bright. That's all I got to say. Now I see you come to some confusion. You wait forever, you lose and come. For the damn bus come. Lost in my kid should be in bed. Lost again. I'm waiting
I had a fantasy of being a playwright when I was a student at Columbia, and I wrote in my journal 13 ideas for plays to sort of, instead if I could come up with a lot of ideas for plays, then maybe I could be a playwright. And the only one that survived over the years of those 13 ideas is this one.
My mama liked you, I do too.
It's my first attempt to write about growing up in Louisiana and being Jewish in Louisiana and having an African-American woman working in the house as a maid and the relationship between my family and this woman.
This show is a memory piece in some strange way. It has more to do with Glass Menagerie than it has to do with The Music Man. You know what I mean? And it's just finding how to keep it behavioral and musical and heightened and real all at the exact same time. It's a lovely dance.
So I don't ever have to get up, go to work. Be polite. Go on to bed, Noah. Stop bothering the night.
So this is Caroline, and this is the basement where she works, and it's underground, and we're in Louisiana, so theoretically she's working underwater. And up here is where all of the appliances will be. When I work, a woman comes up and sings the washer, and then there's the dryer over there, and the dryer leans in. And then there's a radio here, and the radio, which is three beautiful women, come in and they sing while she works all day underground.
I say it warm is for the windows. Listen to them cross, expecting them. I don't hardly ever take the bus now. I got a boyfriend, he got a car.
Musicals have a tendency to announce their emotional conditions as opposed to embodying them. Like, I'm so happy, and people sing a song about being happy, as opposed to watching a musical like you would watch a play, which is watching people's behavior, not just what they say, but how they behave as human beings.
Singing is high, you ain't never seen the inside of a church. I don't think you got perspective on what the gospel is. Dolly Muffin, high and mighty, going to college every night. Least thing that they could teach you is not to talk on what is holy, completely, abysmally ignorant of.
So many of the things that I've gone through in the last 5 to 10 years have prepared me to do Caroline.
To make a show go from good to very good, it's very easy. It's a series of very bold, smart things that you have to do. But to make a show go from very good to brilliant, it's an endless series of details, an endless series of unbelievable details that lift it.
And then they go. Oh, right.
What? So should we do the epilogue?
Yeah.
We're working on the epilogue. This is the 9 millionth version of it. We feel like we're very close to getting it right, but we're still struggling with it. It's gone from being a 2-character scene to a 1-person song. What if this
Training
is probably,
bar
this is
and
probably a
into
terrible
the-
idea, but what if we did something like this? Whoops.
This is the last big piece, is the epilogue, which is it's just challenging. It's important, and it's not quite there, and it's difficult to figure out exactly why. If I can get the right key relationship, that would work.
I mean, I think this is critical. It really is.
Right.
Whether we do that or
Right.
do that. I don't know.
Often you'll get to a section, it's not that section itself, it's the 3 pages before it. It just has nothing to do with that section itself. And it's really hard to do, that kind of work, because you can muck it up very quickly if you rewrite the wrong thing, because then suddenly it's just the house of cards comes, and just in a big pile.
It's so true. You can't do what I can do. You're strong, but you're not strong like me. I'm gonna slam that iron down on my heart. Gonna slam that iron down on my throat. Gonna slam that iron down on my sex. Gonna slam it down till I drown the fire out till there ain't no air left anywhere. What else? What else? What else? What else? God? What else? God? Give me enough more. Slam go the iron. Slam go the iron. Flat. 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 Now, how about that? That's what Caroline can do. That's how she rearranges herself. That's how she change.
One, two, three. Right, so you want to really dig. You can dig more. Now, 3, 4. Watch. Don't forget to crash. Hold it back. Now. That's where it's actually the climax is that dum bum bum bum, and then we're down.
Broadway is a risk for anything right now. You just don't know. So much of it is alchemy and timing. It's not just the writing, it's how the writing hits where the emotional temperature of an audience is and where they are. And there's things that you can't predict. You just have to write it and put it out there and throw the spaghetti on the wall.